Do you go from crash dieting to eating anything at any time? Does your weight concern affect your confidence in social life? Do you feel helpless in finding an efficient, long-term solution to your weight challenge? My name is Bianca Arsene. I'm a psychologist and an advanced personal trainer. I'm creating this video in order to present my scientific discovery. Well, this scientific discovery is basically the existence of a potentially effective psychological technique of achieving permanent weight loss. I know you've heard loads of lies about weight loss and about all kinds of tricks and fad diets, but please bear with me and I'll go through the scientific evidence. So this technique emerged from my personal experience with emotional eating, overeating and binge eating episodes, and has received some scientific support as mentioned, and I'll just go through part of this scientific evidence in this video. So my dear lovely beautiful people, do enjoy. It is well known that diets are not the best solution to significantly lose fat and to maintain this loss on the long term. And it is also well known that this is mainly because, sadly, the majority of people that carry excessive fat are emotional eaters. As the enclosed references suggest, these facts have been scientifically proven over and over and over again. But why only some people are emotional eaters and others are not? That is something that has always been my interest, as I have been an emotional eater since around the age of 15, whereas my sister, who's a bit older than me, has never been an emotional eater. So why is it that only some people are emotional eaters? Well, maybe the answer to this question will reveal the secret to permanent weight loss. And the answer, according to my scientific research, may lie in one's level of presence of meaning in life. Well, here is the definition of the psychological concept of presence of meaning in life. Presence of meaning in life represents one's subjective appraisal of one's place in the world. It results from understanding what one is living for. And finding meaning in life implies, firstly, identifying one's qualities and abilities, and secondly, using these qualities and abilities in order to be of service to other people or to some causes. So earlier this year, I conducted a scientific study that had 100 female participants, and these female participants were aged between 20 and 52 years old. So what did the findings show? Scientific studies results showed that the women that reported lower sense of presence of meaning in life presented a higher tendency to feel an urge to eat when experiencing negative emotions, and the women that reported higher presence of meaning in life experienced less frequent urge to eat when feeling negative emotions. And when I say urge to eat when feeling negative emotions, I'm basically referring to food cravings when you are in a bad mood. Something else that the study showed was that lower sense of presence of meaning in life significantly predicted levels of urge to eat when experiencing negative emotions. And a third finding of the study was the fact that the women that reported lower sense of presence of meaning in life had a higher body mass index. They were more overweight compared to the women who had a higher sense of presence of meaning in life. Okay, so in simple words, what these findings mean is that it is possible that having a lower sense of presence, having a lower sense of presence of meaning in life could cause a higher tendency to experience an urge to eat when feeling negative emotions. So if you want to understand why, it's a bit of a complex explanation in terms of self-esteem, self-actualization, and meaning in life, do get in touch and I'll try to make it as clear as possible. So basically, having a lower sense of meaning in life could make you experience more food cravings. The explanation is very interesting. And a second thing that the findings showed, and now explained it in more simple terms, was the fact that because women that report lower sense of presence of meaning in life have a higher tendency to experience cravings when they are in a bad mood, they have more chances to engage in actual eating in the absence of hunger. Okay, so basically you have lower sense of meaning in life. Because of that, it's possible, I'm not saying that it's a direct causation, but it is possible because of that you might experience more frequent cravings, and that you might experience cravings particularly when you're in a bad mood or in a bored mood, these negative these cravings are very likely to lead to eating, and usually eating is not because you're hungry, eating is because you are trying to modify your emotions. Okay, so if you do these, in turn, on the long term, you are going to gain weight. And this may be why the women that reported a lower sense of presence and meaning in life had a higher body mass index. Remember here, point 3, okay, the women that reported lower sense of presence and meaning in life had a higher body mass index. Okay, so where were we? Here. Sorry. Okay, so based on this study's findings, it is likely that increase in presence of meaning in life could, okay, notice that that's underlined, I'm not saying that is definitely true, but it could lead to reduction in urge to eat when experiencing negative effect. So it is likely that increasing your presence of meaning in life could lead to lower levels of cravings when you are in a bad mood. Okay, so diminished urge to eat when experiencing negative emotions may, again, it's highlighted, may reduce. Sorry, it's unscored. Underlined. Oh my god! It may reduce the frequency of emotional eating and overeating episodes. Okay, so because you experience less cravings, it is very likely that you are going to engage in less emotional eating and overeating episodes. Consequently, this may result in weight loss and weight loss maintenance. Okay, so I'm currently preparing to scientifically investigate the above mentioned intervention, where I'm looking at increasing women's sense of presence of meaning in life, and then measuring their body mass index at the beginning and at the end of the intervention, and see if there were any changes which could be related to the actual increase in presence of meaning in life in their body weight. So if they lose weight because of the intervention, it means that increasing your presence of meaning in life would lead to weight loss. But until the results of this investigation are released, my personal experience with emotional eating and fat loss proved that increasing presence of meaning in life leads to reduction in urge to eat when experiencing negative emotions. But this is only my personal experience, it has not been yet scientifically proven, okay? So, as a result of increasing my sense of presence of meaning in life, but not only as when increasing my sense of presence of meaning in life, I concomitantly increase the level of pleasure, engagement, achievement, and positive social relations. Okay, so I've lost 16 pounds, dropping from a body mass index of 24 to a body mass index of 20.5. I'm not a great believer in body mass index, but for the purpose of this presentation, I'll just rely on this kind of measurement. Okay, so most importantly, I achieved these without feeling hungry or deprived, without exercising. I am an adept of exercising, but when I did that, I wasn't exercising. Shame on me, I know. So I did that without exercising, without using any slimming pills, detox tea, cellulite lotions, shakes, meal replacement, surgery or hypnosis. And something else, I naturally maintained that fat loss for more than 4 years. It's probably 5 years, but let's put it 4 years now. Okay, so on your left, you'll see that those photos are. If you pay attention to my face in particular, sadly I don't have too many photos because I wasn't too happy with myself, so I did not want to be in photos, as many of you might relate to the feeling. So that's me when I had little sense of meaning in life, pleasure, engagement, achievement, and positive relationships. The word went somewhere down there. Okay, and this is me. This is kind of these are kind of recent photos. and you could say that that's me when I developed a higher sense of meaning in life, pleasure, engagement, achievement, and positive relationships. Okay. So again, this is not yet scientifically proven. I did experience it on myself, but until the real science comes out, I can't endorse it. Something else that I've noticed, yes, I am my own lab rat, my guinea pig. So something else that I've noticed on myself is whenever I lose my sense of meaning in life in particular, but also when I have little access to pleasurable and engaging activities, or my actions result in little achievement, my food cravings absolutely shoot through the roof, and my emotional eating does the same, because obviously cravings are kind of very, very hard to resist, and we usually end up eating. Well, I usually end up eating if I'm at that stage. And in particular, my cravings, I experience cravings for sweets, strongly flavored and smooth foods. And there might be a scientific, psychological explanation for that, because if I don't have any pleasure, engagement, or any variety in my life, obviously I want something that is strongly flavored, like ideally more flavors, and you know, that's variety. If my life is kind of boring, because for example during my final university exam period I had no time to do anything that I found engaging, so I was basically sitting at my desk morning till night doing the same thing, and I just needed a bit of sweetness in my life, and obviously I was craving for sweet things, sweetness and something smooth, which again can be related to the fact that it was kind of hard to study, so a bit of smoothness, sweetness and variety in my life would have been absolutely brilliant during that final exam period, but I didn't get it. Anyways, I had the cravings and I did have the emotional eating during those periods of time. So I think that understanding these are the references should you want to have a look at the actual scientific evidence that I'm proposing for these ideas. Yeah, so it's not that you'll never go back to emotional eating or that you'll never experience any cravings, but it's a good way of understanding and managing your life if you want to maintain weight loss on the long term. So thank you very much for watching, and if you have any questions or if you have any suggestions or if you have any really interesting ideas related to the topic, I would really love to hear from you. Thank you, bye!